Hello everyone, I'm Rakesh and welcome back to my channel CodeStreamTech, making learning easy. Please subscribe to my channel if you want easy ways to learn Pega and hit that bell icon for the latest updates. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. The link is available in the below description. So guys, if you're looking for a complete Pega developer training where you can learn the things right from the basics till advanced, then you can join my course on Udemy. And also, if you are a working Pega professional but haven't really started with Constellation, then you can join my Constellation Beginners Icebreaker course on Udemy. So for both these courses, you will get the discount coupon code on my site www.codestreamtech.com. So please do check it out. So before I start with this video, I have a little request for you. Please make sure to like this video and share it with your friends who are learning Pega. This will motivate me to create more such content. So guys, in this video, we're going to talk about one of the most exciting innovation happened in Pega, that is Pega GenAI Autopilot. So we will see how Pega GenAI Autopilot will enhance developers' productivity. Also, we will see its intelligence where it will suggest the case types, stages, steps, data types and personas to us. So let's get started. Let's go to case types, and from here let's click on new button to create a new case type. So here, as you can see, Pega GenAI Autopilot is suggesting us these case types for this application. So basically, based on the application name and its description, it is suggesting us these case types. So these are some of the case type suggestions by Pega GenAI Autopilot. If you want to see more options, you can click on these three vertical dots, and here you will find couple of more options. The first is regenerate and another one is regenerate with more context. If you click regenerate, it will make new suggestions to you. And just like this, we have one more option, regenerate with more context. If you select this, it will ask you to provide some context, and based on your text inputs, it will suggest you more case types. So among given case types, you can select one option. So let's say client onboarding workflow. And here, once you select this, we have one more option, use autopilot to suggest a lifecycle and data model as well. So basically for this case type, it will suggest a case lifecycle. It means stages and process and steps within that. And after that, it will suggest data model as well for this case type. So let's go and click next. So here we go. Pega GenAI Autopilot has suggested us these stages, processes and steps within it. So at this step, if you want, you can add more stages. Let's say resolve, and within that, I can add a step. Like this. And even I can add steps to the existing processes as well. And if I want, I can delete a particular step as well. So these are the additional things which we can do over here. So like this, if required, we can do the changes to this GenAI Autopilot suggested things. So once we are done with this, we can simply click next. And in the next step, Pega GenAI Autopilot is suggesting us these many properties for this given case type. So here at the top, you can see these three vertical dots, and again we'll get these couple of options, regenerate and regenerate with more context. So these two options work in a similar fashion, just like suggesting the case type names. So regenerate means it will regenerate the entire list. Regenerate with context expects a context to be entered by you, and based on that, it will suggest more properties or fields to you. So for now, let me click submit. So it will take some time, and finally it will create the complete case type with stages, process and steps within it, and also it will create this data model for you. And now later you're free to do your changes which you need as per your business requirement. So this is about Pega GenAI Autopilot for case type and its data model. Apart from this, Pega GenAI Autopilot is useful in creating data types as well. So let's go to data tab, and from the data tab, let's click on this new button. Just like case types, it is suggesting us these names. So I can select one option and click next. So here we get this option, use autopilot to suggest a data model. So for this given data type, it will suggest us the properties. Let's click next. So here we go. Again on this screen as well, we get these two options, regenerate and regenerate with more context, which works in a same fashion. And once you are done with these properties, just click submit. So like this, Pega GenAI Autopilot has helped us to create the data type in simple steps. Let me open this data type, compliance officer. Let's go to records. So here for each data type, you get this option, generate sample data with autopilot. Let's click on that. And here you can provide number of sample records. So this is a very helpful feature for developers. Let's click submit. So instead of spending a lot of time generating the test data, we can simply make use of this option. You just need to click on this button, enter the number of records you want and submit this. And at the end, you will get your test data. So like this, you can click on this button, you can enter the number and you can generate the data as many times as you want. But before you go and test out the things, make sure the data is unique over here. It might generate some duplicate data as well, so you just need to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, it will save a lot of time of yours. So this is about creation of data type and generating test data with autopilot. Now let's talk about the next option where GenAI Autopilot helps us, and that is personas. For this, go to users, user management. Let me click on add over here. So here Pega GenAI Autopilot is suggesting me these many personas, and again you get these options, generate with more context. I can select one suggestion and it is giving me the ready-made description for this persona, and I can simply go and submit this to create this persona. So like this, Pega GenAI Autopilot helps us to create the case type, its life cycle, data model for this. It helps us to create the data type, its data model, and at the end, it helps us to create the personas. So guys, this is all about today's video. I hope this video gave you a clear idea on Pega GenAI Autopilot and also how it enhances developers' productivity and experience. I'm going to add more such content in future, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you will get the latest notifications. Please do let me know if you have any queries on this topic or if you have any suggestions for my future videos. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who are learning Pega. Thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy, stay safe. Have a nice day.